Kill him. Yeah, boys! Whoa! Look at the feathers!
More behind, more behind, more behind.
Kill him!
Oh yeah, hit the second shot of that one. Watch that one.
Kill him! Yeah, boys!
Yeah, hit him. That's what I'm talking about, Jack.
Those 3 clips were all from a 10-man in Wisconsin. Just love those clips because everyone was there to shoot. We all had a great time. We all filled our limits. And that last clip was the biggest rainout we had for Canada's of the year on footage anyway. I don't know, I think we dropped like 11 out of it and like 4 got away or something like that. It was pretty good shooting, but there was actually a flock, if you watch the video, that flew over right at daybreak, legal, but they're about 45 yards. I didn't call a shot because I didn't know how everyone felt about that shot. I would obviously shoot, but and I asked Cole and he said no. So, well, then I had like 3 guys yelling at me for not calling it. So, and they're like, we brought ammo, let's shoot. So then we just started shooting at anything that was, 50 yards and in, and everyone just had a ball. And celebrations in those clips were awesome. It was just a great hunt. Yeah, try him. Oh, I tripled, baby. Let's freaking go. This clip was probably one of my farthest triples recorded. It was the day after the 10-man. We actually had 13 guys that morning, and we only had 2 come into the same field we hunted the day before and shot the 10-man out of. And I was like, anyone want to stay and hunt tonight? And Jesse's like, I will. So me and Jesse went down to the roost, and we had 2 full bodies on the ice. I don't think they did anything, but just threw it on there, and we ended up getting our 6, which is the Wisconsin limit, and we had a great time. So that was fun. And then it took us like 2 hours to get back, so we got lost in the dark and had no lights. But that's a different story, but it's a great time. Let's kill this one right here.
Up above me?
Yeah.
Too high.
Go. Yeah! Watch it, watch him hit. Oh! This clip was actually from the same night as the other one. We had like a minute left of shooting light, and birds were coming in to roost, and I wanted to get out of there so they could get back to roost. And we could not decide which one we needed to shoot at. We needed one more, and then finally that single came over, and I thought it was kind of funny because Jesse said it was too high, and I ended up getting it, not trying to brag or nothing, but it took me 3 shots, so I guess it wasn't ideal. But that slap on the ice was awesome. Me and Jesse loved that, so that was fun. And then we got out of there, and the birds went back to roost, and we ended up hunting them like 3 more times, so it worked out perfect. Should we kill this one? Or are they coming? Kill them! This was also in my traffic bean field. I threw this one in here because that goose came over those trees at like 10 yards, and it was a huge goose, and it had been hit before because there was BB holes through its wings. And I was with my buddy, and we could hear the when it came over, and it was just cool how close it was. And then we both smoked it. So kill him. Nice shot.
Oh, he was gonna like land on me, I thought. I look up and he was like right here.
That was another one of my favorite clips because it was my 13-year-old neighbor, Aubrey. We've been friends since we were really little, and Goose almost landed on her, and I think she's like really sits really low in the layouts, so when I said kill it, I don't think she realized it was like right there. Like she could have whacked it with a hockey stick, and it was a good thing she was left-handed because I don't know if somebody right-handed would have been able to get on that fast, but she smoked it and the thing almost landed on her, so that was pretty cool. Should we try him? Oh, shoot me. Sweet.
See how hard that thing is ground?
That was the same day as the last clip, but one of my farthest doubles ever, I'd say, at least recorded. We were actually planning on band hunting that morning unless they were singles, and we shot two or three singles, and then they started feeding across the road behind us, so all the geese were going over us at 100 yards, 120, and then they'd go land there. So we decided real quick we needed to start shooting, and that flock was questionable, and I actually surprised myself. I pulled up and one fell. I was like, oh, so I might as well shoot again. Shot again, another one fell. I'm like, well, I might as well go for three. And I missed that shot, and of course the GoPro fell off, but you can hear or see Aubrey's reaction, and you might be able to hear it in the video, but that thing slapped hard on the cornfield, so that was pretty cool, and definitely one of my farthest doubles recorded ever. Okay, make sure you shoot the one on the right. Ready, go. How did that one not? Oh, shoot him. Oh! Ready? That was sick.
Did you get the other one?
That was also in the same field, and it was also definitely in the top 3 highest shots I got recorded. 2-pack was coming in, and I told Aubrey to shoot the one on the right, and I knew it right when it happened. They switched, they crossed over like that right at the last second, and she shot the one on the left. I knew she was going to, which isn't a big deal, but she missed it, and then I shot it once, and I hit him. If you throw it in slow-mo, you can see. I don't know if you can see in that, but I hit him, and he acts like nothing happened, so I shoot him again, and then I folded him, and then I shot once more at the other one, and Aubrey was shooting at that one. We didn't get it. Flew out, came back over, managed to get 2 shells in, and it was super high. Hit it, and it comes down real slow, and then I shot it again on the way down. Just, it was one of the coolest clips, I think. Just the way it folds and fell at the end there after the second shot on the way down. It was so cool.
Oh, right here. Wait.
Kill him! This was the last hunt of the Wisconsin season I did. That clip, I just thought it was cool because it was like a super clean kill of a 2-pack. Like, they came in, one landed, and then the other one came in, and I said, kill him, and then my buddy Jack shoots one, the other one hops up, and I shoot just bang, bang, and they both die, so that was pretty cool. Go! I forgot to add, this hunt was the most snow in a field I think I've ever had at one time that I've hunted. There had to have been 14 inches, and they're still hitting fields. That was crazy. But this flock was awesome. They did it dirty last day of the season, and I'm not sure if I double tapped that third one or not, but I for sure got 2, maybe 3. We ended up with 6 out of that flock, so that was pretty good shooting, and just 25 yards. It was great. And in a 14 inches of snow, I've never even came close to hunting in that much snow before, so that was the first. Kill him! This was a late season ISO roost / loaf hunt. It was right away in the morning, and one of the greasiest flocks over water. It just sucked right in. It was awesome, and I think we got 4 or 5 out of it. It was pretty great. I had another guy on my right that was shooting. That's why you don't see the other ones fall. But me and Preston got 3 between us, and they're the closer ones to us. My buddy was down farther, had the rest of the flock in front of him, so it worked out perfect. Just a nasty flock over water. Also, add on to that, that was one of the prettiest views, scenery, whatever you want to call it, I think I've ever hunted in. Just the background was awesome.
Go!
Alright, I know this is going to sound crazy, but this was the first molt migrator flock we have ever pulled in, or I personally have ever been a part of pulling into the decoys. Way up high, worked them, and they just did it dirty. You can see how they just cupped right in, and definitely one of the most memorable flocks coming in of the year, I'd say. Just the way they came in was awesome. And can now officially say I have proof molt migrators exist. I know Smack 'em Boys were talking in one of their videos about how some people were claiming molt migrators aren't a thing, and they have plenty of evidence I have evidence now. I know a lot of other people do, so it's definitely a thing and definitely can happen out in the field.
Ready? On your right. Kill him!
This is an example of why I put I have a forced shell in my mouth. Like you see, went 2 for 3. Definitely should have went 3 for 3 because they did it greasy. But threw another shell in that wasn't in my mouth. Somehow pulled that off and got a 4th one. So I went 3 for 4. That's why I try to keep a shell in my mouth if I can. I know it's hard when you're calling and stuff, but if you can, try it. You waste a lot of ammo that way, but once in a while it will pay off with an extra bird.
On our left. Let him go. Get ready. Kill him!
I just tripled.
That was probably one of the 2 greasiest flocks of the North Dakota early season that I had. The last clip was the other one, actually. But my buddy Jacob Carnes got his first triple ever on geese in that flock, and they did it like at her boot bags. It was 30. And 3 of us, we got 6 out of that. So, in the background, the sky, it was really cool clip. Really liked it. And it was great hunt. That was actually the same field that we hunted about 5 days later, or I hunted about 5 days later with the Wing Chaser Outdoors boys. It was the same field, and we actually shot the same amount each time. We got 13 each time, so we got 26 out of that field total for the year. And lots of memories in that field, say the least.
Shoot your side. Go!
Yeah!
Yeah!
This was a hunt with my good buddy Cole again and Jacob Carnes, early season North Dakota. Had a 5-pack come in and wiped them all out. Another example why I put a 4th shell in my mouth. I don't think I did that time, but I managed to get a 4th shell in and went 2 for 3 and then popped the 4th shell in and got another one. We got the whole 5-pack, and it was pretty sweet clip. Sorry about some of these clips. Add this in here. I got a new phone and some of my footage and pictures were deleted, so I've had to screen record stuff from Instagram or YouTube that I've posted, or get stuff from buddies. So all my clips are messed up. That's why the dates and the months are messed up, and some of them I can't get out of slow-mo, so you gotta watch it. But definitely a fun 5-pack, put it that way.
Kill him.
Alright, this is a topic I'm going to address. I have not done a ton of greenfield / alfalfa field hunts. I've done some, and most of them, honestly, I can say went pretty well. But that was the first time I'd ever completely brushed a layout in alfalfa, and had to talk the farmer into letting us hunt that day, actually, because he was planning on cutting it in like 5 days. Really tall alfalfa field. It's kind of weird they're in there, but we had to walk, and the best spot was this little hill, and one side of it had tall stuff, the rest was all short. And it was me and my buddy Tanner, who's also my boss. We spent 2 hours or more in the dark with one headlamp brushing these blinds in. And you know how wet green fields are, especially in September. So they were soaked. We were soaked. He was in his pajamas because he's Tanner. And managed to get them brushed in, drug them out there, drug 4 dozen full bodies out there. It was actually my first time hunting with my new Northern Flight full bodies. And set up and sit down for about 20 seconds. And I look at Tanner and I go, hey. He goes, what? I'm like, we did this completely backwards for the wind. I had completely did the opposite of the wind. You're supposed to, obviously set your decoys so that because they always fly into the wind or land into the wind. And I did the backwards. But the thing was, on the other side of the hill that we were set up on, there was no tall stuff. And I was already questioning how the hide was going to go because I've never brushed in a layout with all green like we did there. And I'm like, Tanner, and we were hearing geese starting to fly. So I'm like, Tanner, let's just roll with it. Hopefully they do it dirty. Let's just hold still. Hopefully they'll fly right over our heads and we'll shoot them. And they pretty much did. That flock was really cool. I mean, you could have hit one with a bat. They were right above your head, and then you could hear the whoosh on the wings, and then they came out in front. And we shot them, and I think we were one short of our 2-man that morning. We should have definitely had our 2-man that morning, but definitely was impressed that fully brushed in green layout blinds worked. Would not prefer it if I had a better feed because it's a lot of work to brush them in, but definitely was impressed, and very memorable hunt with that flock especially.
Kill him! Nice! Get him, goal! Look at the feathers! Yeah!
As always, this was my good buddy Cole, just me and him, and very memorable 2-pack, really loud coming in, and we shot at the exact same time, and they both went. So that was a very memorable hunt. And cattle ponds, I like them. So, and we also had actually brought layouts to start with, put them out there, and it poured for 45 minutes, like the instant we got the layouts out there. So we went and sat in my car or van, watched some YouTube, and it was well after light. And then we finally, the rain lightened up, went out there. Layouts were soaked, so we put them away, decided to hide in the trees, and we had never tried decoying them here before. We've jump shot it a couple times, but never decoyed them. First time. We had about a 30-pack come. You can watch the video if you want, but circled like 3-4 times and never did it perfect. And I told Cole, let's not shoot it unless it's perfect. Let's not educate them. We can hunt them again. So they flew off. 2 landed, actually. 1 got up and flew away. So 1 was left. Cole shot it. Then we had a 2-pack come in, got that, and then we had a big flock do it later, but definitely a very memorable hunt. We got poured on that morning. Like, after we had gone back out and put the layouts away, we got poured on. So definitely made it worth it in the end of the morning.
Ready? Go.
This was actually a Minnesota wheat field. My boss / good buddy Tanner Damon and his gun was having issues that morning. As if you watch a lot of the videos, it has a lot of issues. Of course, my gun's having issues now too, but he didn't get any shooting until they were pretty far because it clicked or whatever. But one of my favorite clips because I tripled for one. We also were hiding by hay bales, which I now love doing after this season, trying it. I love it. And the fire that came out of the 3rd shell was pretty cool, especially in slow-mo, so that's why I like it. And as always, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And that was the best content footage, memorable hunts that there was of the year. So hit the subscribe button.